Ambassador of my brother spot. How you guys doing? I have a I have a thought. What would we do with reparations? Let me say it again. What would African Americans do if they got reparations? What would we do with the money? Will we spend it effectively? Will we put it in businesses? Will we put it in a lot of cars, cores, and homes and vacations? What do you think we would do if we were given reparations tomorrow? What would African Americans do with those reparations? Well, I don't know. I know what I would do if I received reparations. Like, let's say if every African American received reparations. Let's say it's like in a fantasy, because really it'll break the economy. So, what I would do with the money, if it was tax free and 250,000, the first thing I would do is reinvest it. I would put about 30 grand into stocks, different stocks and different crypto. And with the other 30,000, I would buy certain plots of land. And then with another 30,000, I would invest in 3 websites. That's very simple. Can make money, vending machine type, automated, AI running most of it. And I would just work on all 3 of them. It would take about 2 years to get a consistent passive income coming in. And the rest of it I would actually save up. The rest of it I would. How you doing, sweetie? Sweeties. Yeah. So what I'm talking about is if African Americans receive reparations, what would they do with it? Um, it could be a lot of funny situations, and then it's brothers and sisters like me will put the money to use. Uh, and this is in a fantasy way. This is, I mean, in a fantasy. It's kind of like a fantasy, because let's just think about it. That will break the country. The country will be broke if they gave us all reparations. Um, Even over 250,000 tax free, it would jack up the economy. Let me see. Hi, my name is Zachary, and what's your message to the world? Zachary, read the title, brother. It's if African Americans, basically got reparations. So I'm driving now, so I'm not going to be reading too much. I was in traffic, but yeah, I've always been fascinated when I feel we deserve it, because we made the country wealthy. I don't care what people think. I don't care what they say. Pull your bootstraps up. I don't care. It's like, so what? People have their opinions, and they're gonna think the way they think. And I could give a what about other people feeling sorry for us? So what? Cares? If you're a good quality person, I'm cool with you. I'm not prejudiced. I don't think black people, African American people, Moors, Aboriginal American, I don't think we can be racist because we have no power. That has You have to have power to be racist, and we don't really have any power. So, as in reparations, family, I think a lot of us will waste our money. And, you know, we wouldn't even pass, like, generational wealth. Wouldn't even, we wouldn't even pass it down, because it's not that we're horrible people. It's just our families got broken up, um, especially during the crack era. That really jacked us up. So it's really a cultural thing. Our culture, we don't really understand finances. We spend money with emotion instead of effectiveness. And I'm not talking down upon my people. It's just the truth. And it's a good amount of us, but far less few African Americans that really know what to do with their money. And even before YouTube, uh, even before YouTube and all these financial information, I had my mom and pops raise me. I actually saw what they did. But see, my mom and pops didn't get broken up. I was raised by both of them, a two-parent home, and I actually seen what they did with their money. My mom and my pops have life insurance policies. So I seen this. I didn't need no one telling me. You know what I'm saying? My parents didn't get broken up when the crack era came and when crack came into the neighborhoods. So if my parents would have got broken up, I was raised in a Crip neighborhood. I probably would have been a Crip. So let's break this down. Let's say if crack never came into the communities, drugs never came into the communities, because a lot of the black communities in LA, they have block club meetings. I was there. I'm 52 years old. I was there. I seen it. It was nothing the matter with our family units. People had great jobs. We had great businesses, and that all got shattered. So fast forward in what you see today, and I'm talking about my people, and you looking down upon your people, yo, the system did it. If I didn't have my mom and pops, if they didn't stay together and my pops was like, I could make more money selling this crack, and didn't know anything, because no one knew the effects of crack. They were selling all kind of stuff. People wasn't, lives weren't getting jacked. Those people in my family snorting cocaine, and they could actually live like they're a law-abiding citizen and go to work still, function. You know what I'm saying? More than alcohol. So what I'm saying, when crack came into effect, it turned our communities into zombies. It broke up our family structure. It broke up our homes. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't have parents, two solid parents, then your kids can't really look at you and see what you do in order to get ahead. You know what I'm saying? Now kids, what are they looking at? A cell phone. So the cell phone and all the garbage that's on it, twerking and talking about I'm gang banging, or I'm selling this, that, all the labels or whatever that are signing just that type of music, and females that saying I don't need no man. This is engineered, family. This is engineered. It's not our fault. And when other ethnicities think it's our fault, we shouldn't even care, because we know what it is. But you know what we should be doing? If we have reparations, we should put our money into developing our own businesses. When a race has more business owners instead of degrees, masters, PhD working, because when you work for someone, you got a ceiling. You can't scale, but in businesses you can scale. And when you recycle your dollar, that builds your infrastructure. It develops. So we develop everybody else infrastructure. Gucci, Louis Vuitton, you know what I'm saying? Fendi, Burke, whatever them bags, Ferrari. And those people, they don't even like us. See, this is why I don't get upset. It needs to be told. is this. We using this and we're using emotion more than making a sound decision in living. Having a Ferrari, having a Mercedes, having is not as important as having a two parent coming from a two-parent home or being house and raising kids and traveling. Americans don't travel that much. That's why we don't understand certain things. All Americans, but especially, you know, African Americans. And when we do travel, it's at a resort. That's not learning a lesson. See, America is turning into the world. And I'm going to keep saying this. You know what the world is and has been since America was, as in great middle class, all that. You had choices. The world is rich and poor. You don't have no middle. And if you're going to be poor, if you're poor, you're going to be poor all your life. And you're going to die like that unless you get out that country or that city or you get an opportunity. America's turned into the world. For all my peoples out there, I think we're 10 to 15 years away from that. And the 1%ers already know this. And they don't care. They're about making their bottom line. They don't even care about white people. They don't care about anybody but their bottom line. You know what I'm saying? And it's some black 1%ers. There's some East End 1%er. They up there, they sick as a mug. And I really, this is my theory, I think they tell the presidents and all that what to do. The president don't have no say so. It's 1%ers. They're hiding behind that. They're the Wizard of Oz. They are the Wizard of Oz. You know what I'm saying? So while we're bickering, I'm a Democrat, I'm a Republican. Man, they all do us bad. Just look at the action. We're so emotional, Americans. We're so emotional. Every time a president gets in office, tax breaks for the wealthy. Come on. It has nothing to do with a Republican. Yo, I'm dead serious, man. This system is all about you're white, you're black, you're Moor, you're a Christian. That separates people. So you know when people are bickering against each other, they can't really figure out who is causing this mess. And this is our problem. This is our problem. You know what I'm saying? Even my peoples. You know? So if we want to stay out of this, to my peoples, we're going to have to start recycling our dollar. Check out mybrotherspot.com. Go on it. Yes, we have a donations. You could donate. If you don't, so what? We're self-funded. You know what I'm saying? And we're creating our own section to where we can help our people combat inflation. We're helping them with websites, with brands. It's helping African Americans get ready for the future. Because in the future, if you don't have no brand and you're not online selling something or selling a service, AI gonna beat you. It's gonna take your job. It's already been planned out. They planned this out decades ago. It was written. You know what I'm saying? We're adults. No one's gonna hold our hands. You gotta look into things. We have to, hey, before I get off, I really feel our biggest problem is emotions. We spend with emotions. A lot of people do, but African Americans spend with emotion to the highest level. That's why our pastors got big pockets. Because put on the goddamn music, you know, he's singing and all that, hallelujah, and next thing you know, he got your tithes. What does God need with money? The emotion makes us not think like in a way where we're like, hey, I think we're being bamboozled. Now, if you're giving the pastor a tithe and the money and you understand, hey, I just want to be entertained, I will respect you way more. But God don't need money. God made the trees. Well, come on, y'all. Now, Dr. Umar, we gave with our emotion. with that. Dr. Umar is a family. He specializes in family with black males. I think he's not even with his baby mothers. I gave Dr. Umar because I did it. I gave him money, about almost $400. I want him to start that school. You know who fault it is? My fault. It's not Dr. Umar's fault. We're adults. I didn't look into his background, and I could have looked into his background and I would have been like, wow, this dude ain't even with his baby moms. I ain't giving him nothing. He probably not gonna even start that school. I could go more into more. I don't want to like just disrespect him fully, but you know, it's the same emotional scheme that a lot of our well-spoken for so-called leaders that make us feel good, and then we give them money and they don't do diddly for us. They'll do only for a few. Some of the past maybe sleeping with someone, they give it to the old girl. You know, it's the same old song, man. This world is about to change, brothers and sisters. We have to wake up, be uncomfortable, be accountable, and get better. Are we going to be looking like the Africans did back in the days when they were showing you and they were starving? This country is turning into the world. The world is rich and poor. It's no in between. This is what this country is turning into. And if you don't believe me, let this goddamn video age. Let this video age. If you want to get ahead of the curve, go on my brother spot, MYBROTHASPOT.com, and get a customized website so you can start working on your brand. And you have to list your business. Don't try to list your business on my brother spot and not pay. Everything is about paying a fee. It took effort to put this in. Pay. You know how many brothers and sisters get on there and try to list their business and then they don't even pay. And then we can't even process them and help them out. They won't even pay. But they'll pay for a core that they can't afford. They'll pay. Our perspectives, our spending, how to spend, what to invest in, it has to change, or we're going to be very, 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 very poor in the future. Right now, Americans versus the world, the world, we're not poor. Like the poorest American is nowhere on the level of people outside of America. But 10 years, 15 years, it's gonna get there. We're gonna become the world. Better wake up. This ain't no scare tactic. This is fucking real. Better wake up. I don't have no goddamn music on. I don't speak as well as a lot of people. I'm just warning you. I already got my brands. Already got my websites, and they're buying my brother spot and been making money. Me and my business cronies already got, like, we made our ROI, our return on investment, in a year and 7 months. That's very unusual. We have an extremely good tech team, extremely, and they're doing business with other ethnicities, but those other ethnicities don't know they're black. And they're helping their businesses, and they've helped mine. Just because, brothers and sisters, just because you see it's a black business, give them a chance. Research them. Give them a chance. Give them a chance to develop. All right, family, I'm about to get up out of here. I'm Jay Hadwin, the brand ambassador of my brother spot. You guys take it easy. Peace.